We have two selves. We have the false self, and we have the real self. We have the higher self, and we have the ego, the inner critic, the sea of opinions. Now, I've been listening to a lot of Joe Dispenza and working on that, and also Eckhart Tolle. And what I really find is Joe really nails it when he says we are addicted to our thoughts and emotions of the past that cause us pain. We're addicted to that mentality, and it gives us a sense of identity. It gives us a sense of, oh, that's me, this is me. And often it's found, not always, often it's found in painful feelings, painful emotions. It's like a spike. It's like he refers to it as triple cappuccino. So we get this rush of energy from it, even though they're very negative feelings, but we feel something, and we equate to feeling that something as to who we are. Now, the only thing we can do is cross the river. So when we begin to change and be like, I realize that that identity is an addicted to thought self that's jonesing for a fix, even though the fix we get is painful emotions, but it's familiar, habitual painful emotions. So when we separate ourselves from that, so when we begin to cross the river and get to the other side, those painful, your body is going to be like, why, what's going on? I'm not feeling these emotions that I'm used to. It's going to try to pull you back. And that's that defining moment where you have to realize, like, none of those feelings are you. They never were. It's a familiarized habitual pattern. It's subconscious grooves that have been forged. But as we continue to choose the version of ourselves we want to be in our mind, in our imagination, think of what makes us happy, our self-talk, our self-language, we begin to consciously use repetition to forge new grooves into the subconscious, because that's how the subconscious works, by the same conscious repetitious action over and over again. That the wires that wire together. So as we do this, it's gonna get the most hairy it's ever gotten. That's the toughest it's ever gonna get, because your body's gonna be like, why? What are you doing? This isn't me. This isn't you. And it's gonna come up with a million different stories. The ego really kicks in, then jumps in. It's going to tell you a bunch of reasons why you've made your final mistake, why you're no longer worth it. Please come back. It's begging and screaming like a heroin addict. It has no logic. It will use only patterns it's learned that can get your attention. So realize, when you're crossing the river and creating your new self, this is going to be the hardest it will ever be. And to be vigilant during that time, because that is amazing that that's happening, if you see it for what it is. And it's a process. It doesn't just happen on Thursday, right? But really take the time to recognize what's happening. And when your body's freaking out, when your old emotions are like, grah, give me my fix, give me attention. No, you can choose awesome self-talk. I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am worth it. You can create the vision of exactly what's going to make you happy. None of the words it's saying matter. They're all bullshit. It's just content. It's familiarized habitual content. So begins the most beautiful task, but this is what to be aware of. This is what it's going to be doing. And this is when you really need to be vigilant and be gentle on yourself, and just keep choosing a new repetitious conscious choice to forge those new subconscious grooves, to recognize the old ones as they're happening, see them for what they are, and keep choosing the new ones. And hold on. You will start to forge new grooves, but it comes when you're facing the storm.